I can hear it now and see it. I didn't even know you were here, Toby. Excuse me. Okay. All right, guys. We are almost ready. Hello, hello, hello. Are you turning on? Okay. Happy. Hey, Cheryl. How you doing, doll? What it do, baby? I feel like I haven't seen you in some time. I don't think you were here yesterday. Yesterday we had a good old time. I was talking about how I got my first COVID vaccine yesterday. My arm's still kind of sore. Tonight is our last show of the week because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. How's your week going so far, my dear? What's going on? What's going on in your world, boo? Why you let me know what you're, how you're doing. Just to give you a preview of what we're doing tonight. Yes, I'm ready, girl. I'm so excited. My suitcase is packed right there. I got my clothes laid out for the morning, to go to the airport. Ready. Okay? I'm going to get crispy in the sun. But just to give you an overview of what we're going to be talking about today, we have an update on the Lil Nas X Satan shoes. Popeyes is going global. Alibaba is coming through with some questionable statistics. France, the country, wins against an expat. An author tries to overstep his bounds. And our girl Lizzo is back in the news. So we've got a lot to cover since it is our last show for a while, for at least a week and a half. I'm going to go through everything no matter how long it takes, because it's going to be the last time that I'm on this platform till I come back from my vacation. All right. I can't wait to hug my parents and my sister and touch them. I have not seen my family since Christmas 2019, y'all. Craziness. But yeah, it's good. We're gonna have a great time today, and I'm gonna I'm gonna bring y'all on vacation with me. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. I ain't gonna show y'all everything, but I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. All right. Don't mind me. But we're getting started shortly. Make sure that you share this out to your friends at 8:05, okay? Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Chris Brown. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I don't want to learn more right now. I'm kind of busy doing something. All right. So we've got Cheryl in the house. We've got Andrea Kiera in the house. Somebody else is watching on Facebook, but I don't know who they are. Please say hi so I can greet you properly. We're getting started in just a moment. So, we're getting started now. Okay, let me put this music on pause. And we're hitting record. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time hearing my voice, seeing my face, and you're like, who's this lady on the internet or on the podcast or on the YouTube or however you are consuming this information, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. Things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation, getting EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have contracts for clients and partners, brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of these things. If you are wondering why I'm qualified, hello, Canna Cape Cod, darling. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you're going to need to know. There's no way around it. So if you find that, you're in your startup phase and you're kind of lost in the weeds and you're like, I don't know where to go. I want to help guide you through, the woods of entrepreneurship. Go to linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm and book your free 15-minute consultation today. All right. At linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm, you can also access many of my video trainings and digital products like my ebooks. This month we are focusing on DUNS numbers. DUNS numbers, you need them to establish business credit, to get into big box stores, to, get a business loan. You also need it, if you want to be an app developer. So DUNS numbers are very important. And if you don't know how to apply for one, go pick up my instructional video training. All right. As well at linktree/NPL consulting firm, you can subscribe to the YouTube and the podcast network channel so that if you ever miss a live show, you can catch up at your leisure. And last but not least, at linktree/NPL consulting firm, you can get your show merch. We got mugs. We got t-shirts. T-shirts come in 3 colors. Hey, Zephyrina doll. All right. So, if you watch this show and you want to represent, you want to show people why how you became such a business smarty pants, go grab your NPL Legal Dish merch. Okay. But that is enough of my spiel. Let's get to why we're here. We're here for the show. Here's how it works if you are new. So I pull stories from all over the place. Blog sites, news, Google alerts, different, podcasts. Anywhere I can find inspiration. I find stories that have lessons that we can learn as business. Yes, go order one, girl. They're right up there. I find stories that that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them, okay? So this is a time for you to get involved, ask your questions, give me your comments as long as they are respectful. I will be asking you to put, some emojis in the box. And I want to know your opinion. So, stay alert. If you're driving, keep driving. Don't worry about putting nothing in the box. Just keep your hands on the wheel, all right? Because we want you to arrive home safe. But that is how the show works. Before we get into our content, though, I want to remind you guys, today is our last show for the next 2 weeks. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. And I will be back next Tuesday night, and I'll need Wednesday to recover. So this is our last show for the next 2 weeks. Okay. So if you don't see me on the live, I haven't abandoned you. I'm just spending some time with my family. All right. Okay. So, that's enough about that. Yes, Zephyrina, vacation. Ooh, I'm going to fun in the sun, girl. All right, but let's get to why we're here and start with our stories, okay? If you have heard of Popeye's chicken, please give me some type of chicken emoji, either a drumstick or a chicken, whatever it is. give me some type of emoji that is related to chicken. Okay. If you don't know what Popeyes is a very popular fast food chicken chain. So you guys know I grew up in Boston. We didn't really have Popeyes. I think we had like one, and for me it was like a treat to go there. And then when I moved to Maryland, there was a Popeyes on like every corner, and I am not even remotely into Popeyes these days. Okay, so Zephyrina knows what Popeyes is. Cheryl knows what Popeyes is. All right. Now, if you know what Popeyes is, I know you guys remember that whole craziness. Zephyrina, you're funny. That whole craziness with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, right? If you remember the Popeyes chicken sandwich craziness, give me a sandwich emoji. Okay. Now, if you remember these Popeyes chicken sandwiches, I don't know if they put crack in them sandwiches or whatever it was. People were out here stabbing, shooting, killing, stopping people, standing in line for hours for a chicken sandwich, right? And Popeyes didn't even really, advertise it like that. I don't know how it got so popular, but people being crazy over this chicken sandwich really rose Popeyes stock, because Popeyes wasn't, really that popular prior to this. Thank you for the sandwich emoji, Zephyrina, right? Well, no matter what you think about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, all publicity is good publicity when it comes to Popeyes, because they are, since the popularity of their chicken sandwich, they are planning an expansion into the United Kingdom, as well as 30 other countries, mainly in China. Now, Popeyes has, up until this point, only been a stateside chain, but because, the word got out, the name got out that Popeyes makes these good chicken sandwiches, they're capitalizing on this so they can go and spread their name in other places and get their food in other places. This is how you capitalize on your brand, right? Popeyes was not expecting all of this from the chicken sandwich, but they took it, flipped it, and reversed it. They're like, you know what? Yes, this gave us so much publicity. We're going to go worldwide with our chicken. So, I don't know if we have any international viewers, but if you're watching the replay and you are watching internationally, would you be interested in trying a Popeyes chicken near you? I barely eat Popeyes. I think I can count on one hand the number of times I've eaten Popeyes in the last year or so. All right, but good luck to them. And this is how you capitalize on building your brand. When you get to a point where people know your brand, that is a great opportunity for you to expand. And Popeyes took that opportunity and ran with it. Okay. All right. Next story we are talking about. This is a word to the wise. No matter who you are, where you work, whatever it is, if you are violating United States intellectual property laws, particularly in commerce, you're going to get in trouble. A U.S. State Department employee was recently convicted of selling knockoff items through the South Korean embassy. The employee, he received 18 months of prison time. His wife received 3 years of supervised release probation. And they both as a couple had to forfeit $229,309. So they were basically, they had knockoff items coming. Yeah, ouch, Zephyrina. They had knockoff items coming, into the United States through the South Korean embassy. They were running e-commerce stores on there and selling fake products. And now this man has lost his job. He has to. He's spending time in prison, and he and his wife had to come up with over $200,000 to pay back some of the money that they have made. So just a word of caution to you guys out here selling knockoff items. It's not a joke. It is a crime, and you can go to jail for it. All right. Okay. And before we take a little break, just one more story. If you have heard of Alibaba, please give me an A in the comments. Now, Alibaba, they also run AliExpress. So if you've shopped from AliExpress, that counts too. If you've shopped from Alibaba or AliExpress, give me an A in the comments. Now, Alibaba, AliExpress, these are places where you go to get, cheap knockoff, non-branded versions of the things that you like. Thank you, Canada Cape Cod. Thank you, Cheryl. Hey, One True Empress, right? Alibaba and AliExpress is where you go to get all things unbranded, cheap, whatever. And Alibaba is also where you find a lot of knockoff goods, right? So much so that there have been, thank you, One True Empress, that there have been a lot of complaints about Alibaba not enforcing, intellectual property laws on their site. So Alibaba came out with a statistic today, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Hey, Trista, what you guys think about it, because to me, it smells kind of fishy to me. Alibaba says that they have a 96% success rate of proactive detention and removal of unauthorized goods. So what they're saying is they are able to get 96% of the knockoff items that are sold on their site before the things are ever sold. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that this is an accurate statistic from Alibaba.com, given any of your experiences with it? Do you think that Alibaba is really out here catching 96% of the knockoff items that are sold on their site? Let me know what y'all think. Because I have been on the Alibaba site, all right? When I don't want to pay full price for something, I know I can go to Alibaba and find it. Canada Cape Cod said, heck no. So you think that the statistic is a lie? Does anybody think that Alibaba might be telling the truth? Anybody agree with Alibaba? I think that maybe they fudged the numbers. I don't know how they fudged it. I don't know how they're, doing these statistics, because while you can come up with statistics to mean anything, it's all in how you manipulate it. So I don't know how these statistics were calculated, but I'm calling false on this. Trista Bradford said a lie. One True Empress said they don't care. They want that money. Cheryl said, I don't think they can keep up with all they have on their site. Okay, so apparently none of you believe Alibaba. Y'all are like, they are lying. And I agree with you. Alibaba, they sell literally everything. They have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of merchants on their site. I really find it hard to believe that you're able to catch 96% of those who are selling knockoff items when most of the people on your site are selling knockoff items, right? Trista said they wouldn't have anything on their site. Okay. Trista said if it wasn't for knockoffs, they wouldn't have anything on their site. Does anybody else agree with Trista? Because I told y'all, Alibaba is where I go when I want to get the unbranded version of whatever I want, right? So what do you think? What do you think? Is Alibaba, are have they been, have they been drinking a little too much wine? What's going on over here? I want to see the statistics. How did you calculate this 96%? Hi, Open Arms Cleaning. But yeah, I don't believe you. You need... Trista said, I just ordered 7 different fashion prints from them last night. Okay. Trista said, Alibaba, no girl. I was on there yesterday. I know what you got. Okay. So thank you guys. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. If you have just tuned in, you're watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is, if you are in the startup phase of your business, or you've been in business for a while and you need some structure, or you have a business idea and you don't know where to start, I'm the person that wants to help you. I'm a licensed attorney with a passion for helping entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book your free 15-minute consultation today. Okay? All right. Moving on to our other stories. So yesterday we talked about the Lil Nas X story. If you remember, if you have heard about the Lil Nas X story, give me the blood drop emoji. If you have heard about the Lil Nas X story, give me the blood drop emoji. And for those of you who have not, Lil Nas X, he was the musician who came out with the song Old Town Road. He recently came out with a shoe that is being called the Satan shoe. It is an Air Max 97, a Nike Air Max 97, where they have injected 60 cc's of red dye into the sole, as well as 1 drop of blood from one of the members of the company that Lil Nas X collaborated with, right? But yeah, but this Satan shoe, I'm pretty sure if you've heard about it, you know, you heard about it. Yes, it's been causing a lot of controversy. Parents are like, you know, I'm never letting my kids listen to Lil Nas X. You know, Lil Nas X and the company that he collaborated with, Mischief, they are actually being sued for trademark infringement by Nike. Nike is letting it know that we do not condone these Satan shoes. This is not our product. And we have a little update today on it. So, like I said, Lil Nas X, he collaborated with this company called Mischief to make this, One True Empress said Lil Nas headache. He collaborated with this company called Mischief to make this shoe, right? So, and they have this lawsuit against them. So, instead of, I guess, you know, cringing under the table, Mischief is taking their L and trying to make it a W. They have taken the first page of the complaint from the trademark infringement suit that Nike has filed. They've put it on a t-shirt and they are selling it for $66.60, and they're calling it the Legal Fees t-shirt. One True Empress said, I thought Nike was in on it at first. And that's exactly why Nike is filing this trademark infringement suit. They want it to be known to the general public that they are not condoning this. They are not associated with this shoe in any type of way. Okay? But Mischief, they said, you know, whatever, Nike, you can sue us if you want. But I'm going to get some money off this complaint. And they put the cover of the complaint on a t-shirt and they're selling it for $66. So I guess it's, you know, to raise money for this fight they're going to have against Nike. But I thought that was kind of funny, even though, you know, everybody's up in arms about this. I think that Mischief making this t-shirt is actually kind of really funny. But let me know, what do you think about this t-shirt that Mischief is making? Do you think it's funny? Do you think it's rude? Do you think they're not taking this lawsuit seriously? One True Empress said the saga continues. What do you think? Well, the saga doesn't continue because the filing, it's a public document, so they can put it, you know, on the shirt. It's not like they're going to be worried about intellectual property. It's a public document at this point. But yeah, what do you think about this t-shirt? Anybody interested in the Legal Fees t-shirt for $66.60? Yeah. But good luck to Lil Nas X and, you know, that Mischief crew. Okay? Yes. One True Empress said, I like the t-shirt move. I hate the shoe. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think the t-shirt is a little less offensive than the shoe. Right? Okay. Sue Dutch. Okay, moving on to our next story. If you know who Lizzo is, if you like Lizzo, give me an L in the comments. Lizzo, give me an L for Lizzo in the comments. If you don't know who Lizzo is, she is a pop music star. Some of her big hits include Truth Hurts, Juice, Good as Hell. Yeah, those are the 3 that I know. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Zephyrina. Thank you, One True Empress. Yes. So Lizzo, you know, she's out here doing her thing, being fabulous, all this stuff, right? If you know Lizzo's song Coconut Oil, please give me a coconut emoji. If you have heard Lizzo's song Coconut Oil, please give me a coconut emoji. Okay. Um, Now, if you listen to Lizzo's Coconut song, there is a recording of a performance that was played at a funeral, both at the beginning and the end of the song. Um, this was a recording that was taken somewhere in Michigan and it was a performance that was performed by a gentleman by the name of Orlando Dunning. Um, And Lizzo is being sued for $750,000 for putting this recording on the beginning and end of Coconut. Orlando Dunning said, "I did this performance for a funeral. It was meant to be private. I never gave permission for anyone to, play this outside, and I certainly did not mean for this to end up on Lizzo's album. Or this song, it doesn't, go with my beliefs. I'm not really into it." So Orlando Dunning is suing Lizzo for $750,000 for using his performance at a funeral without permission on her album. What do you think about that? If someone performs at a funeral, right? Does that count as, fair use? Does that count as public domain if someone's performing at a funeral, or is that a private event? What do you think about that? Do you think that a musical performance at a funeral can be considered a public event, or is it a private event? What do you think? Hi, Floss Up for what do y'all think? One True Empress said that she doesn't think that it's public. Okay, does anybody think a funeral is a public event if you perform there? Now, we all know that most funerals, I don't think you necessarily get an invitation, but they'll usually put an announcement out, letting people know where it is. I don't think there's usually a guest list for a funeral, but, would a performance at a funeral be considered, fair use? Would it be considered public? Zephyrini said she thinks it's private. Okay. So we've got two people for funeral performances are private. Floss Up 4, do you have an opinion? Do you think that if someone performs at a funeral, is that a public performance or a private performance in your opinion? Let me know what you think. Cheryl said it's a private performance. All right, so we've got three people saying it's private. I'm waiting for one more. So yes, while we get that in, so Mr. Dunning, he's suing Lizzo for using his performance without his permission. He said he did not want this on an album. It was for his friend who had passed away. So how many of you guys think that Lizzo should have to pay up? Floss Up 4 said a funeral is for everyone. Okay, so we've got one dissenter. All right, cool. So how many of you guys think that Lizzo should have to pay Mr. Dunning? And how many of you think that Mr. Dunning is doing a little too much asking for $750,000? What do you think? Should Lizzo have to pay? Okay, One True Empress said pay up. Okay. She wants Mr. Dunning to have a payday. Does anybody think that Mr. Dunning is doing a little too much? Anybody think he's doing too much? Going once? Going twice? Floss Up 4 said that said that Mr. Dunning is doing too much. Floss Up, are you the type of person to just show up to oh, we don't curse on here, sir. My mother watches this show. Cheryl Whiteside said if it's his song, then she must pay. Now, I don't know if he created the song. The fact is that he performed, right? Okay. Yeah, so okay, so most of you think that Lizzo should pay. Floss Up 4 said, nah. Look, funeral is for everybody. You be rolling up to the repast and everything, Floss Up 4. All right, okay. So good luck to Lizzo. Okay. Moving on to our next story. Now, I believe that most of my viewers, most of you are adults. Uh, Philosopher, you are hilarious. I believe that most of you are adults and you may have children, right? And your children, will probably play sports, or even, if you played sports as a kid, you know, kids, they're really into sports when they're into them, right? And they there's a school called, what's it called? Eagle Mountain Saginaw Independent School, right? And they have, their sports teams. It's a middle school and high school, and their team is really into sports. They're very involved with it. So much so that a lot of the kids on this team, they read this book about competition in sports and sports psychology, and they tweeted passages from the book on, the school Twitter and on their own personal Twitter, accounts, right? So the author of the book, a gentleman by the name of Keith Bell, who was a sports psychologist and wrote the book that these students were tweeting from, he tried to sue the school for copyright infringement because he said that the students did not have permission to tweet passages from his book, and he was trying to sue the school for tens of thousands of dollars because students were tweeting quotes from his book on their Twitter accounts and on the school's Twitter account. What do you think happened? What do you guys think happened to this author, Mr. Bell, Keith Bell, who was trying to sue children for tweeting quotes from his book on Twitter? Do you think that, do you think he has a credible case here for copyright infringement, or is he being crazy? Because the school principal said he was just trying to extort them. One True Empress said, no bueno, he should be thankful. Okay, I agree with you, One True Empress. If somebody is quoting my book anywhere, especially children, thank you. That is free publicity. Zephyrina said, were they putting his name or were they giving him credit? These are students, so I'm going to say probably no. They're probably not well versed in how to properly credit people. But again, it's, they're posting it on a Twitter account. It's not like they're, it's part of their marketing strategy or, they're putting it up in a museum. It's like, have you ever seen a meme or a quote or, from somewhere, you see it online or you see somewhere and you put it as your status update on your Facebook page or your Twitter or your Instagram? That's exactly what's happening here. Can you imagine putting a quote or, some type of meme up on your social media and somebody tries to sue you for it because you didn't get their permission? Cheryl Whiteside said he needs to calm down. Okay. All right. So we've got two people who saying he's doing too much. Zephyrina wants a little bit more information. Cheryl said, I would be delighted someone is sharing my work. Okay. So, but yeah, you guys had the right idea. The court where this was brought up, they dismissed this case against the school, and they were like, sir, go find something to do. Zephyrina said, I think he's doing too much. I think he's doing too much too. Look, I have no doubt that this man is probably an expert in his field, but to go after children who we already have a hard time getting to read books in the first place, and they are quoting your book on social media, be grateful. All right. Okay. All right. So we are doing one more story before we shut down for the night. I want to remind you guys that you're watching NPL Legal Dish, my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where we teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. Quick reminder, this is our last show for the next week and a half. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Joey. I'm meeting my parents and sister at an undisclosed location, and I'm going to be away for a week. So this is our last episode until I come back. Our next episode will be 8, 9, 10, 11, March 12th, April 12th or 13th, whatever that Monday is, will be our next show. Okay? But you can still book your, discovery calls and things like that. And they'll be handled when I come back. All right. Moving on to our last story of the evening. One True Empress said, vacation, be safe, have a drink for me, eat well and rest. Girl, you ain't even got to tell me twice. When I tell you I'm about to be the laziest beach whale on the beach, okay? Okay. All right. Moving on to our last story of the evening. There was a fight between the country, France, and a gentleman who was a French expatriate, meaning he was born and raised in France, but he left and he now lives in the United States. Here's the problem. So in 1994, this man, Jean-Noel Friedman, he was in the United States. He secured the trademark in the United States and the European Union for the website France.com, right? And he got the trademark for French travel services. So he had, a boutique travel agency that specialized, in taking people to France. Here's the other problem. A Dutch company tried to launch their own France.com, not France.com, but basically a French travel agency, and he tried to sue the Dutch company. But because of his trademarks, France.com, this Dutch company wanted their own France.com in Netherlands, right? But France said, hold up, Gene, right? You can't sue this Dutch company because the rights to the geographic name of France, those belong to us. You can't have it. So the country of France and this French expatriate went to court over his registered trademarks for France.com and his website. What do you think the result was between the country of France and this French expatriate who had the trademark for his website, France.com, for French travel services? Do you think the United States court said, France, go on somewhere? Or did they say, France, this is yours? What do you think the United States court said to the country of France when the country of France came and said, hey, this guy has France.com and that should be ours because we are the country of France? What do you think the court told France? What do you think the court told France? Oh, don't mind me. I'm being silly. I got my flight tomorrow. I'm excited. What do you think the court told France? I'm waiting. Don't worry, podcast land. I won't keep you waiting too long. Okay. Danny thinks that the court told France to go ahead on. No, actually, the U.S. court agreed with France. Cheryl, you got it. They did give it to France. They said, look, France.com, this is, claim to a geographic region can only be claimed by the government. This gentleman, Jean-Noel, by trying to claim France.com, you're basically saying, that you represent France in the internet space. And that's just not true. So France, the country, wins the rights to France.com. One True Empress said, They approved the application, so they probably sided with filed. They did not want True Empress. The one thing, you're allowed to change your mind. And he got this trademark way back in 1994. And now in 2020, 2021, the court is like, no, girl, you can't have it no more. Okay. Hello, Just Dwayne. But yeah, but those were the stories that I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. What True Empress said, unbelievable. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for all of your support, for, being an awesome audience. I am going to be going on vacation starting tomorrow. I'll put little pictures here and there, but there will not be a show until after I get back. So probably April 12th, 13th. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. I can't wait to see my family. I got my first COVID test yesterday, so, I'm almost there. It's going to be a good time. And, I'm going to come back rejuvenated and can't wait to, connect with you guys again. Cheryl said, have fun, enjoy your time with your family. Thank you. I will. Zephyrina said, you're welcome. Enjoy yourself and you'll be missed. I'll be there. Y'all see some pictures, of my feet in the sand or the ocean or something. Hi, Fanatic One. But yes, but while I'm away, you've got tons of videos and podcast episodes to watch. We have to be at like 400 videos on the YouTube channel already. So make sure you're subscribed to that so you can catch up on any you've missed, or the podcast if you can't watch. Make sure you've downloaded the Biz Launch cheat sheet so that you are on my email list. What else did I want to tell you guys? Yes, you can book your sessions. I've blocked off my vacation time, but if you want to book it for after that, the calendar is definitely open for that. Just Dwayne said, I'll be contacting you to become a client when you're back. Okay, well, you can still book your discovery, your initial assessment now, because it's blocked off. It'll just give you the available dates and then we'll have it set there. Okay. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Be good while I'm gone. Okay. All right. I'll be checking in on y'all. But yes, have a great time and bye. Next time you see me, I'll be on the beach. Bye.